Kimberly back with another video, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys how I clean my makeup brushes. I feel like since quarantine, we've all been playing with makeup a lot more because we have more time because we can't go anywhere. So I thought I would share with you guys how I clean mine because it's a really fast way, and you do not need that many ingredients to do this. So I'm really excited to share with you guys how I clean my brushes, and hopefully it works for all of you guys there at home. And yeah, but before we get started with today's video, if you like this video, don't forget to leave it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below to join the Kim J fam because I'd be glad to have you a part of it. And don't forget to hit that ding dong bell so you never miss a thing on the channel. Let's get right into the video. So guys, the things I use to clean my makeup brushes are a bowl like this, but any plastic bowl or any bowl you have should work perfectly fine. I also use witch hazel. Any witch hazel you have. This is the T.N. Dickinson's witch hazel. This is the one my mom uses. This is 100% natural for face and body, so this is 100% okay to use on your skin. This is completely fine for your face. This is meant for your face. This is 100% safe. And you're also gonna need some apple cider vinegar. Now, this is not the brand of apple cider vinegar I usually use. I use the Bragg's because that's just the one I cook with and eat with and everything. But recently it's been sold out a lot, I guess because a lot of people stocked up on it, you know, before quarantine or while being on quarantine, so they can still cook and do whatever they need, because a lot of people use apple cider vinegar for a lot of different things. So it didn't surprise me, but maybe I'll find some on Amazon. I can like order it. But this is by White House. This is a very common vinegar. It's still all natural, and it should still work fine, and any apple cider vinegar should work 100% fine. And then in addition to that, you're also gonna need some warm water. You can just do the witch hazel and vinegar if you want to, or you can do the soap option, but you need warm water, witch hazel, and apple cider vinegar. Those three things together could work fine, but I also sometimes like to put a little bit of any soap. You can use a dish soap that is 100% safe to use. You can use your body soap, like a sensitive skin soap or whatever. Now, I don't recommend using like a Bath and Body Works soap because that soap is fragranced, and I feel like you don't use Bath and Body Works soaps on your face, or you shouldn't, because it has so many different fragrances in it and stuff. So I wouldn't recommend using like a Bath and Body Works fragrance body soap, but a dish soap could be fine. Or a sensitive skin body soap. One that was 100% like sensitive skin or hypoallergenic should be completely fine for this. Okay guys, so now we're ready to get started. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is take your bowl and get some warm, lukewarm to hot water into this bowl. So we're gonna do that right now. Okay guys, so now once you have your hot water in your bowl, put about this amount in there, kind of measure with the bowl that you're using at home, and you're gonna need this, and then you're also gonna need a rag. I don't think I mentioned that before. You're gonna need like a rag. I'm using a white rag because I want you guys to really see that they're actually cleaning the brushes, but I would typically use like a darker one usually, but I'm using a white one today for the purpose of this video. But you have your lukewarm water, and then you're gonna add in some of your witch hazel. I usually eyeball it, but I add in a good healthy amount of witch hazel. So add in a good bit of it. It's very clear, so it can be hard to like see how much you're actually putting in there, but I usually use a good amount of witch hazel because I really like the smell of it typically. And then I use a little bit of vinegar. Now for vinegar, I would not go 100% crazy with the apple cider vinegar because you do not want that apple cider vinegar smell to linger. Unless you love the smell of apple cider vinegar, I guess it could be 100% okay. For you, it's all up to you, but I don't want that smell to linger on my brushes when I'm doing my makeup, so, or later once the brush is dry. So I don't put that much, and I usually actually measure it with the cap. So I usually do about like, let's say like 3 caps full of apple cider vinegar, just because I want it to really help, but I don't want that smell to linger. Or maybe we can do 4. Let's do 4, because right now this is not looking like the amount. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna do 4. Then you're gonna add in some soap. I'm gonna use a little bit of this dish soap right here. It works really, really fine. I just put in a few little dallies of it. You don't need too much. Okay, and now I'm just gonna roll my sleeves up on my sweatshirt a little bit so I can like do this. But the first thing you're gonna do is you wanna have your rag like at hand, like right beside you when you do this. Okay, and then you're gonna take a brush. I'm gonna start off with a smaller one first. These brushes are from BH Cosmetics. I will link them in the description down below for you guys in case you wanna go check these out. But this is more like an eyeshadow brush. It does like an orange shadow on it. And then I just take my brush like this in your hands and just spin it around. You're just gonna spin it around in the concoction a few times, just a few, and you're gonna pop it out and you're just gonna rub it on your rag or towel or whatever you have beside you. And look at that, guys. Look at that. In a simple jiffy, it cleans it. Like so fast. Okay, so that is one of them. Now we're gonna move on to a bigger one. I have this one. This is also a part of the set. This is one that's used for like powders, for like setting powders, what I use this one for. All right, and then I'm just gonna take it like I did the first one, and I'm just gonna roll it around a few times in my mixture. You can see it's already starting to get like really, really dirty because these brushes were very dirty. All right, and then you wanna lift it out and you wanna rub it on your rag. Now this one is standing a little bit because it has like my setting powder on it. So I'm gonna go over it one more time just to make sure that it all comes off. There. And it's pretty much 100% clean. It cleans them so fast. I really don't know what it is about. I think it has a lot to do with the witch hazel and the reaction from the soap and then the warm water. I feel like all of these ingredients together are just natural cleaning agents that just naturally just help your brush clean so much better. All right, now I'm gonna move on to a different type of brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics. This is a part of their vegan brush line, and this is the V12 Buffer. And I'm just gonna take it the same way I've done the other 2 brushes, and I'm just gonna go around just like this. Rub it onto, now I use this one for foundation a lot, so I'm expecting this one to kind of stain a little bit. And see, it has a little bit more left in the top, so I'm just going to do one more time. I don't know what it is about it. It just cleans these brushes so freaking fast. I don't even remember how I came up with this. I think a friend of mine used just witch hazel and water and soap. And I was like, you know, I wonder what vinegar would do. Because I knew that my makeup brushes would be a little more stubborn. Because at the time when I first discovered this method, I had cheaper brushes. And I feel like cheaper brushes can be a lot harder to clean sometimes as well. But guys, like it pretty much works like magic. So the next one I'm gonna do is like another buffer brush. This is a part of the Marble Luxe collection as well from BH Cosmetics. This one is a little bit thicker, so I feel like this will definitely help and like show you. And I mean, it works so freaking fast. Like it's the fastest thing ever. So this is what I do, and it works perfectly for me. Like, it works, and I absolutely love it. And I feel like there's something about the warmth of the water too. So I feel like if you have very, very dirty ones, like you haven't washed them in a month, like I would recommend using water to a higher temperature, like more than just lukewarm, because I feel like that can help you out a little more too. But guys, they just clean so freaking well. Like it's insane to me. Totally go home, or you're already home, and try this out. Now, the last brush I'm gonna test out for you guys is this really big rounded powder one. This one's used for like blushes, stuff like that. Really, really big, holds a lot of product. So we're gonna do the same thing into this one as we did for the others. And if you have really bigger brushes, kind of increase the amount of water and the amount of the ingredients that you're using, just because that brush is thicker and, you know, a little bigger. It'll still work, but I just want you to have the perfect quantity of everything to really get a good clean for brushes that are bigger. And, you know, it all depends on, you know, you and your brushes, but most of my brushes are pretty small. This is like the biggest brush I have. You know, I just, yeah, like guys, just look at that. Look at this. This is insane. It is absolutely insane. Try this, please. Another thing I want to tell you guys before I end this video is that this is a very easy disposal thing. All you can do is just like flush it down the toilet, pour it down the drain, which is what I typically do with it, and, you know, wash this. At the end of the day, it's just water and old makeup, witch hazel, vinegar, and soap. So it goes down perfectly. It washes out with soap perfectly fine. So guys, this is pretty much the deal. Simple, quick, easy, inexpensive. I think this bottle of witch hazel can retail for like $2. So, you know, not too much money. You can definitely order this off Amazon and other retailers like Walmart, because I think this is where she picked this up at, Walmart. So yeah, and then obviously apple cider vinegar, you can find that at any grocery store. Again, I usually use the organic Bragg's because that's the one that I have in my home, because that's the one that I typically use to cook and everything. So, you know, we love multi-use products, so, or different things. We love that. So yeah. So guys, that is how I clean my makeup brushes. I really hope some of you girls at home, or guys, girls and guys who want your brushes cleaned very, very, very fast, tries this out, and I hope it works out. Again, let me know in the comments if it works for you, because that would make me feel really, really good to know that I helped somebody. And another thing I didn't mention earlier in the video that I wanted to make sure I mentioned, because it is very important. When you are letting your brushes dry, make sure you put your brushes in down, because you don't want water to get into the barrel, and that's what causes brushes to break. When water gets in the barrel of your brushes right here, in this area right here, it causes this to get loosey, and it just messes your brushes up. So make sure when you're letting your brushes dry, they're this way. That's where they are drying downward. And it doesn't take much, especially if you are using very inexpensive brushes. Sometimes they are really good quality brushes, but the barrel can be very sensitive, and doing that a few times can like break them. So make sure you do it and let your brushes dry down like this. Really want to make sure I mention that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below to join the Kim J fam, because I'd be glad to have you a part of it. And don't forget to hit that ding dong bell so you never miss a thing on the channel. And don't forget to be happier, because a happier you is a better version of you. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Bye.